snowshoes are huge in the winter. You want to have a good pair that has the heel lift. Otherwise, your legs are going to be dying as you're going uphill. That just keeps your foot up so you don't have to raise your calf the entire way. Got an axe, which most people don't have, but if you're going to be hiking in the winter and doing the high peaks, you definitely want to have something like this just for ease of actually climbing. So those are handy, not essential if you're just getting started and all that. You just want to, like, snowshoes, basic. Yeah. Don't worry about any of the other stuff yet. Now, these are not like high peaks boots. These are low peaks boots. So these are good. These are soft. You can use them with micro spikes. You can do everything down low with those, but you don't want to try and put crampons on those. For us, GPS, huge, because we want to be able to find you. Personally, I know a lot of people on their phones use the Onyx app, which is pretty cool. I have it on my GPS, which gives you parcel lines, trails, and different things on here so that you get like a better spatial idea instead of just a topo map with no trails on it. So wintertime is always fun because you get to pull out the big pack. And when you're packing it, you want to put heavy stuff on the bottom and lighter stuff on top just for your own comfort. I always have, this is one of the heavier emergency blankets, but you can use it as a tarp so that you can use for shelter, for hypo wrap, whatever you need it for. Even just to sit on, because if you want to sit down, your butt's going to get wet. Hiking poles, I like these ones because they compact, and then if I need to go in a helicopter or if I don't want to use them, they're easy to just stick on there. We also carry a handsaw, so if we need to cut trees out of the way for the helicopter or for moving people or even for building splints, it's a nice thing to have, or fires. Yeah, so, and what I was saying is that layers, super important. So got a bunch of extra layers. This is part of that also. So we've got fluffy coat, you got a vest, all sorts of stuff that you can take on, take off when you need to. Gloves, lots of different weights of gloves. They're gonna get wet, so have a lot of extra. Got some sort of a shell. This is a nice jacket, it's Gore-Tex. Pants, which it's nice to have ones that zip so you can step in and out of them, so you don't have to fully take your boots off or your snowshoes. If they fully unzip like these ones do, you don't even have to take off your snowshoes, which is super awesome. So that's a good thing to look into. You can also get like down pants that go underneath for a little bit of insulation. I don't have those, but those are a good thing to have too. And then waterproof bags. I just get these at Walmart, so they're pretty handy, but helps keep the clothes dry and stuff in there that you don't want to get wet, because once it snows, everything's going to get soaked because you're knocking snow off the trees as you go. Extra socks, really important. Synthetic, wool, whatever fits comfortably. Baklava, you want to keep your face protected, especially in high winds. Got another, let's see here, got another puffy jacket in there. Some more base layers and extra hat, because not only for my own comfort, I need to bring stuff for a patient's comfort as well. So the more stuff you have, the better.
Because the patients they're rescuing are likely soaked through.
Yes, yep. Yeah, so we're going to be bringing extra clothing, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Provide like origami clothing.
No, it's who can shove stuff in there the best. Yeah. Yeah. And then gaiters are also a good idea. So those will go over your boot ankles and help keep snow from going down. And if you're doing shallow water crossings, you can actually use these and they'll keep water from going in your boots. As long as you're not hanging out in the water, you'll be good. Water is huge. I like these double steel-walled water bottles, because you can put warm water into them and then it'll stay warm as you're going, and as it cools it won't freeze on you, because when it's cold out your stuff can freeze. So anything you want to stay warm, keep it closer to your body. Snacks, hot cocoa, a lot of times we'll bring a thermos, so because what's the most important thing when you're cold and you're miserable and you're hurt? You want something warm. So we're gonna give you hot chocolate or something like that. Tea, coffee, anything like that. This is another like bottle you can use for hot stuff. This doubles as my snack holder, so it doesn't, my snacks don't get crushed. Got, let's see, more waterproof bags, super important. Emergency blankets, and then these are called life bivvies. They're actually like a little cocoon emergency blanket you can slide in. Those are super handy. Paracord in case you need to tie something, fix part of your snowshoe, be prepared that you have equipment it's going to break. Extra batteries. A trick I do with batteries is that I keep them close to my body so that when it's cold out they don't freeze, so then when I need to replace them they're still going to work. And then like we talked about for nighttime stuff, I've got a bag full of headlamps, so a couple headlamps for me, a couple for whoever I'm grabbing, and then tons of batteries because they're inevitably going to be dead when you pull out your headlamp you haven't used in months. And then some stuff to start a fire, so I've got some paper, and then matches work good too, and I've got this like fire starting jelly stuff which I absolutely love. I feel like it's cheating, but yeah, it's great. And then I have a lighter for that, and then we've got first aid kit, and with that I've got like some extra SAM splints and stuff for when you're gonna fix people's ankles and knees and stuff like that. And then on the off chance it's something where you're going in and you might have to hoist someone, you got to have webbing to hook them up into if they're sitting. If they're going in a litter, you might still need some of this too, but it's gonna come with the litter.